Hello, my name is Joel, and this is Sarah, and this is our Agape story.
So in September 2017, when we got married, we of course quickly sat down and started budgeting. And right off the bat, we believe that God calls us to give to our local church financially. So we put that in our budget, but we also believe that God calls us to give sacrificially and generously to ministries outside of the church to partner with God's greater mission and support our community and local ministries. So we asked each other, well, what ministries do we want to give to? And it took us all of maybe 2 minutes to choose Agape for several different reasons, but the main one is life is important to God, and so life is important to us.
But also on the mothers that we can impact as well. And it's so important that we take that broad scale and positively impact those mothers.
There's really no way to put a price tag on that. Because it could change her life forever and that baby's life forever. Being a part of Agape and partnering with them allows us to be a part of these mothers' lives and give them a resource and say, hey, you don't need to turn to ending your child's life. You don't need to turn to other resources that might be harmful to you or the baby. You can turn to a ministry that loves you as the mother and loves your baby.
Yep, you can turn to a ministry that is a ministry of hope because we serve a God of hope. Second of all was just their local impact as well. This organization is making a direct impact in your back door, in your neighborhoods. We very much believe in supporting national and worldwide organizations, but firmly believe that you can't forget about your own back door.
Yeah. Tick on by a few years, and December 13, 2021, we had our little baby girl, Emma Faye Elizabeth, and the pregnancy was great. We planned for a at-home natural birth, but God had other plans for us, and we ended up having to transfer to the hospital, and she was born with a brain injury unexpectedly. In that moment, we knew God was calling us to glorify Him. We were in the NICU for 15 days, and man, when you see your little baby girl hooked up to, it seemed like, countless machines and connections, you see the preciousness of life. And you want to fight for not just her life, but every single baby's life is important. And that doesn't include just babies that are born. That includes babies who are still growing inside the womb. Life is life, period. We brought her home, and the neurologist had told us that her best option of reaching her fullest potential was for me to stay home with her full time. That was not in our plans financially at all. So suddenly I was called, I felt like, to quit my job and stay home. And that drastically changed the landscape of our finances. So we sat back down, we did our budget, and it was tight just to make our monthly expenses. But this isn't about us. This is about Jesus and His mission and what He has called us to do. Don't assume that the person sitting next to you is going to cover the cost or meet the financial goal or go above and beyond. Prayerfully, they do. But what are you called to do? What is God calling you to? Look at your budget, look at your finances. What can you sacrifice for the life of a mother, for the life of a child? What is your part in this mission of life?